Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Sorry, my voice is all. Ugh. I don't know. I think I'm fighting something. I got something going on in my throat. Never fails. Okay. So we are jumping in. I'm going to give you one last little go with Seaside Bay. This is my class. It is coming up the first weekend in March. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. So I'm seeing if anyone makes it on with us. Say hello if you make it on. Anyway, we're gonna play. So the DSP in this one is absolutely incredible. Now it's funny, I had a picture of a card. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'll find the name of the person that I was gonna case, and I'm not showing it to you because I'm casing it because I'm not actually casing their card. I just like their layout. Sorry, I'm hoping I didn't delete it. Do you ever have these moments? Oh no, I didn't. It was on my desktop. Okay. Um, anyway, there you guys are. I can see. Okay, so now I can close these other little files. I found the card. I just like the layout for this. Hi, guys. I know everyone's like, you're going live on Valentine's Day. We don't do Valentine's Day. I know some of you are like, well, I do. Um, I don't know. I get spoiled. It's Valentine's Day 365 days a year here. So we also moved into our house on Valentine's Day 20 years ago today. And so we had decided 20 years ago that when the house was paid off in 25 years, we would celebrate Valentine's Day again. That's how we did it. And poor Shawnee's on nights tonight. So yes, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. But yeah, I'm just hanging out, making some cards tonight. So this class, it's coming up, as I said, first weekend in March. Awesome class. So as part of the class, if you're just doing the class, you don't need the stamp set or dies. You've already got them. You're going to get a half package of this incredible DSP. And you're going to get a package of the pearls, and you're going to get a half roll of a coordinating ribbon, which I love. It's quite a stunning ribbon. Okay, so just I need to pick some patterns. So here's the deal. We don't really either here. My hubby is actually out at a study. Ooh, at a study. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's pick some colors. I'm thinking, do I have a Sarah Sand? I do. Okay. So what we want for this particular layout is we want 4¼ by 11, and we're going to score this one at a half inch. Or sorry, at 5½, not at a half inch. That would be funny. Don't do that. Okay, so got that one. Next, I'm actually going to grab a piece of Night of Navy. Now, this one is going to be quite similar, except instead of it being 4¼ we're going to go to 4 inch. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to go down a 1/4 inch. Actually, maybe I'm going to go down to 3¾ I'm going to go down a half inch. Now, if I go down a half inch there, I should go down a half inch here. So I went to 3¾ by, and then I went to 10½, you guys. And now I'm just going to score it at 5¼ I think. Does that work? Yes, that works. Okay. Hi, Cher. Okay, so this looks really weird. Follow me for a second. Did I do that? Do I want less, more? I think I need to make it. Oh, hang on. I don't think I went quite short enough. Just a second. Having some, I'll figure out the dimensions. I think it was more 3¾ by 10 is what I should have said. Okay. So 3¾ by 10 is what I want. Now check this out. It actually opens this way. So now we're going to take this one and it's 5 across. So I'm going to score it at 2½. If I don't lose my scoring tool. Our scoring thing has a slot for this. Lose it every time I use it. I have at least order package of this DSP. DSP is incredible. Oh, I love you. So good. A bit hot today. 34 degrees. So good to stay in and craft. Aw, thank you, Heather. Hi, Judy. Okay, so one more time in case you missed it. 4¼ by 11, 3¾ by 10, scored at 2½, and 5. You picking up what I'm putting down, people? Okay. Now I am going to use my bone folder to get these ones to stay in place. So let's do this. There. And then we'll do the bottom crease. Boop. And then we'll do the card crease. You got an extra, I know. But I seriously, Jennifer, if I would just put it down where it belongs, I'd never have this situation. I do it all the time. Okay, so he's going on like this. Okay, so I've got that much. Next. I need to pick my DSP, and then we'll do all our cute focally points. Focally points. Do you like that? That's a word. Focally points. Okay. So I'm pulling all my DSP out because this DSP is incredible, people. Put that one off to the side. What do we got? Ooh, you're quite beautiful. Okay. Ooh, or maybe I know which one I want back there. Just a second. I'm going to find the one that looks kind of like the, what do you call it? Horizon. I couldn't English for a minute there. Wow. Today, anyone who teaches elementary school will tell you elementary school and Valentine's is a gong show. Like gong show, people. It's quite comical today. And I only had half my kids because half of them are away, but they're still like, woo, everybody's up there. And at grade 6 or grade 7, there's a lot of, lovey-dovey, cracks me up. Okay, I think I'm going to go with you in the upper half. I think that will work. Okay, so this is my plan so far. We're just going to see, we're going to assess just to see if there's anybody who I'm like, oh, you're better suited. Ooh, we could also do that one up here and then pull in this one. Sorry, I'm totally talking to myself. Okay, what if we pull this one in up here? And then, because one more is going to come in front of it, is that enough? Can I get a little bit? Oh, I can do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is our 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to cut my first piece of DSP, you guys, and it is going to be 3.5 by 4 3/4. Oh, it is worse than Christmas. 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so this one is going to get adhered into here. That's going to work just perfect. Okay. Then this one is going to be 3.5, but it's going to be, I'm going to pull in a little bit more of the blue. I'll take a bit off. 3.5 again by 2 1/4. Did I kind of talking myself through this? It's more for me than you guys. I'm really sorry. Okay. Give it a bit of water. And then we're going to cut this down. Minimal sky. Okay. Because we've got all the sky everywhere else. There it is. Okay, there. That's what we wanted. Okay, so see what I've done is I've created this like little kind of scene. You're debating driving to Walmart for half price candy. I love it. Okay, there we go. We got it. So you see how we've created a little scene. Now it's going to come onto this piece, and then we get to go in and do all the zhuzhing. So I'm going to adhere our pieces of DSP down just so I don't make a mess. I've been having so much fun with this DSP. Yeah, like it is. It's such a great one. Embellishments. Okay. Seal. Like that. That you were supposed to know what I was talking about when I did that. Where did I put my seal? I have one here. This is not the one. I think this one's close to empty. I usually have two. Oh, I do. I didn't lose it. Hi, crafting with Claudine. Okay. We got whatever. We'll go with the one that's almost dying first, and then we'll glue the other one on. Hi, Roz. Happy Valentine's Day, peeps. Okay. Now I am going to put this one on here just to give myself a little bit of contrast for my eyes. Just going to center that as best we can. Okay. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to do the same thing. Boop and boop, boop. We got it. How you doing, Roz? There we go. Okay. Ooh. I don't know why. Is this an aging thing? My eyes having issues with contrast? Like I really can't see my favorite set and the first suite I bought. Good. Okay, so you've got that much to there. Now, the next one is going to go on to this one, but you want the opening to be at the bottom. Okay, you picking up what I'm putting down here? Good. So let's do this. Put my. Now, I am not normally, there we go. I knew he was going to die. An excessive sealer, but I am going to be with this one just because of the style. So this will be super funny if I don't get this on straight because we're going to be doing that peel banana, but we're going to have to like, I don't even know. Okay, so let's get this one centered. Front, back, side to side. And this is where you're all going, well, Ange, if you use liquid glue, you wouldn't have this problem. Oh, Kathleen, you're going to love it. Okay, so we've got that much onto there, okay? Now, you can see that the way this card stands is going to go just like that. Like you kind of get this, I'll show you from the side. So you get this kind of cool effect, and we'll create a little bit of a scene here. I'm good at creating scenes. I'm just kidding. Okay, now I'm going to get, for the inside of mine, I am going to put in a piece of basic white. And we're going to go 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put this on my inside, and then we'll add a little bit of DSP. Hi, Cindy. There we go. There. Oh, I shouldn't have done this first. I usually adhere the DSP to it first in case it needs a trim. But we will make it work. I know we can. We're that good. Okay, now going back to my DSP, I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to pick one that's got a little bit different pattern to it. And I'm going to do a 1-inch strip of this one, and I'm going to go 1 by 4. And I've done it so that the lines kind of create an up and down. Pretty. It will be going in the garbage, if it's not straight, but you don't have to do that shit one. Oh, you had your cataracts. I know. Vision's a weird thing in females as we age, and quarantine with all this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm actually just going to put this right down at the bottom. I don't know why I'm talking so softly right now. There we go. Okay, just to give it a little bit of color in there. Okay, we're good. Now, next thing we need is we're going to need some basic white paper. You can go back over here. Now we have to figure out our scene. So I don't really have one yet. Like I really hadn't come up with it. But I'm thinking, hear me out. I'm thinking I could go with a vellum decorative circle first. Okay, what if we go like this? I just loved that when we did the other day. I'll show you. This will give me something to adhere it to without interfering a ton with the scene behind it. Does that make sense? Now, I'm going to get myself a stick shape one too, just so I can assess which one I like better. I don't think I can go too big though. Okay, so I'm going to give it a stitch one too. Possibly, maybe I'll go bigger. We'll see. We'll vote, okay? You will get a say in this, people. Can you still see me? Yes, you can. Okay, I have to wave myself like a weirdo. Okay, loving it. Perfect. But well, we could go that big. Either one. Okay, so we'll just wait. Leave us here for a minute. That's our plan. Now let's get in, and we're going to get. I love this bird. Okay, so we're going to do our bird. I'm going to show you my little trick for doing my bird. I'm going to use petal pink and night of navy. You're like, what? Yeah, I'm using it. I'm doing it, people. Petal pink, night of navy. Hi, Eileen. Nope, not gonna vote. Jennifer's like, it doesn't matter what I vote for. You're not gonna mind anyway. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Okay, I am trying to avoid right now. You're gonna laugh at this. I'm trying to avoid the bird's beak as well as its legs. So we're just really trying to get. I think we got it. Petal pink. Maybe I won't do that one. Maybe just go like this, and we'll have fun. Okay. So gonna give him a little bit of a pink beak. Try not to get it into the navy because it will. You'll find you can actually pick up colors on your markers, and that's not my goal here. Don't want to pick up any colors. Okay. Breathing on it. There we go. Stamp it and hope like heck it works. There we go. Can I show it to you? So he's quite pretty, but I want to show you this. I think I did it when I was doing with playing with the bird one other night. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to take our petal pink blend. Just going to come in and add just some little bits. I don't know why I stopped talking when I color. I'm like, breathe. My son was helping me out with something tonight, and all of a sudden he does this big, like, oh my God, what's wrong? He's like, oh, I forgot to breathe. I'm like, sorry, that's a thing. You forgot to breathe? He's like, Mom, men do it all the time. I'm like, okay, that's terrifying. So apparently men forget to breathe. I think it just might be my child personally, but. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of color to my bird's Wings. Does that work? Okay, hang on. You guys are really quiet tonight. Why are you so quiet? I stick out my tongue when I'm coloring. Okay, so my class informed me that when I'm typing an email, I look like I'm crying. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you look super sad when you have to type an email. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, somebody needs to film me. We need to see this because apparently writing emails makes me sad. Okay, so we've got in there and we've given him some lovely color. Let me show you again. So you can see it just, I don't know, it gives him some zhuzh. We zhuzhed him. Okay, so now we're going to jump in. I probably could have actually added a little bit of, I love this, like a horizon line that you can use for a beach. Isn't that incredible? I love that one. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to get this guy set up. We'll do it under the lights and the camera. So I'm just using a piece of low-tack tape. I always tell you guys this. I'm just a spaz and I have really jiggly hands. And I always, always, always bump my die as I'm kind of doing my birds there. Hoping I've got it in the right location. We'll see. At least, Angie, because you can't talk and stick out your tongue at the same time. You'd be amazed. Do all kind of focus on tongue. Okay, I'm just gonna die cut him and we're gonna hope that it works. If not, I'll just steal him off of another card. Oh, it's not gonna work. No, it's not too bad. Okay, I just was a little bit close on the top, but it's okay. It's actually not, it's quite pretty. But I will tell you, this is my own issue, and I know you're like, what? If it's not balanced, in terms of my outline, I do sometimes feel the need to do this just because I did not do a fantabulous job of lining it up. And there's far more weight showing at the top than at the bottom, which makes it actually kind of obvious. And so if I just carefully take it off, it's much less noticeable, but I do keep the exact kind of same lines. I just copied them, okay? So I just took them down. So he's all showing now. He just has a thinner white line because I'm a spaz. Okay, so we have to decide as we create this scene, do we want the big vellum to put it on? Because he has to stay here, right? Like we know he's got to make it on, oh, he's got to be on the beach. Okay. So I'm just trying to decide. I'm thinking the larger one. I think the smaller one's a bit froofy. Okay, so look there. And it looks a little bit like disappears on the card. And then there's, oops, I lost the bird. Then there's this one. Okay. Would you agree? The bigger one? Yeah, no, maybe. Sure. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to create, I think, a little bit of a scene. The larger one. Thank you, Eileen. Okay, so I'm going to take that same stitched. I'm just grabbing a scrap here. I have a Sahara Sound scrap. I have a plan. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, let me show you. I'm going to use this die. Okay, so I'm going to cut out more of it, a little bottom one, and then I'm going to run it through again with our edgelet and give it a little shloopy doopy. Hi, Mama. How are you? Okay, got it. So I'm just going through. Give me 2 secs. Cranking it. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut out the exact same circle as this one, but all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our little edgelet and I'm going to put it like this, and we're going to cut some off. When I'm die cutting, I like to play a game called How Many Times Will I Have to Reposition the Die? I know. I've I've played the same game before, believe me. Okay, so now make this X. Right. Like it. Okay, so all I've done with this, check this out, is I've got this perfect little kind of shape in there. So let's come in here. Go. Doot doot. And then take this and just stick it down. Mom, Jojo's home from his midterm. He's upstairs. He said it went well. Frank panics when I say I hear you. I get that one. Okay. Ooh, this is coming together. Okay. So now this, by doing it this way, what I've allowed myself to do is I can actually hide dimensionals back behind the vellum now because we've actually got like a base to it. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to reach my dimensionals without sticking my arm in front of the incomplete camera. Okay. So it was yeah, I had Joe's midterm. It was just it wasn't too bad. It was 2 hours. So I ran up to the university, grabbed him, and then ran. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to kind of keep this. I think what I want to do is keep it in line. Are you following me? With the line of the land, because I feel like if I go and stick it up high in the water, it's going to look weird. Okay. And then my bird. Oh, something else I should have done. And I know how I can fix this because I didn't do it. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the sand stamp. Watch this one. Happy Valentine's. Okay. I'm going to grab, maybe I will grab this one. Do you think it'll work? How bumpy are you? It's a bit bumpy. I'll try this one. This I should have done before, but I just all of a sudden, when you have those moments, it's like, ooh, I should add some sand. So I'll show you how you do that. So if you're a bonehead like me, and you've already done what I did, but you don't want to get the sand on the rest of your card, put like a barrier here. Okay. And we're just going to go like this in here. We'll add our sand. Okay. And then I can do the exact same thing here. I just tucked it under the vellum and I can get it in. What were you going to have people vote on? Oh, remember it was just the big or the small in terms of the vellum, but everyone agreed we were onto the big. So we just went there. Okay. So we've added our sand now. I like the look of that. That's better. Okay. So now this little darling, I'm going to put him on. We'll figure out the rest. We'll make everything work around him. Okay. There. I feel like my sentiment's going to want to go up high on this one. We'll see. Maybe I'll put it across the bottom on a little label. But okay, next. I would like to give him some shells. So I'm going to take out this one. And a little of that. Where did you people? Oh. Okay, so we'll take this. And then we're going to take our Sahara sand again. And then I might be really lame. Please don't giggle at me if I just don't fussy cut and or if I don't die cut, I just fussy cut these. I know what I want and I know it's there. Okay, so we have a die. It's in here, but I know with how meh they're doing right now that it's going to be a bit of a moment. I call them senior moments because you stick it down. Yes, I know, Heather. There are creative license moments. That's what we're going to do. Sorry, I'm using this one. There. Then we'll give them another one of these. I'm just trying to keep the colors quite similar. And then this one I'm actually going to pull in. I know it's a weird one, but a little bit of gray granite. Thank you. Sorry, Anna, I was talking to you. I just read your comment and then I was like, thank you. No one's going to know who I'm talking to. Okay, so adding a little bit of gray granite to that one. Okay, so they're just busy mind moments. I love you, Mom. Mom, all the stroller stuff arrived. Okay, there we go. Whoop, whoop. And we'll just cut this one out. There. Sorry, is my tongue sticking out? We shouldn't stick our tongue out when we're cutting. What if we cut it off? Okay, so got a little pink shell there. Some of you are seriously probably cringing at me and my fussy cutting. Sometimes I do just find it a bit faster for me. I would never do it with like big images if I have dies, but sometimes for the little ones with how finicky my fingers find them. I just sometimes find it easier and more successful to just chop it. And I will admit I've actually gotten fairly decent at my fussy cutting over the years. There's one more shell in here. There it is. We lost it. And please tell me when I can open my eyes. You know how I feel about it. I'm done. Don't tell her. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Yeah, that DSP circle, the vellum circle actually worked really well there. When I had initially decided I was going to do this layout, I was going to put a big solid colored label there, but I feel like it would break up the scene too much. Okay, we got them. Shells, check. Check with the checker who checks, checks. Okay, next I'm going to go with, I need some green. So maybe I don't know about you, but my tongue can't reach. You never know. As I'm getting older, Jack, I'm finding I'm holding things closer and closer to my face to cut them. So who knows? I might just. Okay, now these adorable little shells are going to get added with mini dimensionals. Do do. I honestly wouldn't put a saying on the front. Ooh, we could do it on the inside. It could just be one of those ones. I know what you're saying. I sometimes feel that, but sometimes, okay, let's just figure out. No, you need pink. Right, and then you go down here. Sorry, I'm totally talking to them. Yeah, he might just be the card that just doesn't have a sentiment on the outside. I don't think that's always a bad thing. You here. Put you. Oh, dear. Are you talking about me cutting off my tongue? Would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay, so we got those in. Perfect. I think I would like to give it a few of the like things of grass. Like that. That was my colors. Mint. It is mint. Okay. I'm really, this is dorky. I know you can use whatever colors you want. I will admit I'm really big on sticking to the colors that are in a DSP just because it makes my life a little easier. Now, I did something really embarrassing the other night. I did lose my grass. Couldn't find it anywhere. Called down kids, bribed if anyone finds it. Of course, I had looked everywhere. We had just taken the garbage outside. The boys had. So, of course, I had to go outside, empty the garbage bag, and look for my dye. Not there. So then I was like, okay, that was a waste of time. Anyway, it was sitting on the counter. It was inside of the card. Can you tell me how I did that? I don't know. Okay, so got a bit of grass. Okay, now, oh yeah, that's gonna work so well. Sorry. Okay, breathe. Don't get so excited, Ange. Look at that. Oh, my mess is gone. You don't have to look at it anymore. Isn't that lovely when I can do that for you? If only it were that easy to clean our rooms. 1, 2. Got it. Okay, you, whoops. Under there. It's beak. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll stick one more at the back. Oops, I got a goob. You ever get that? When you're doing the seal, you guys are really quiet. Stop it. You're creeping me out. Somebody talk to me. There. You guys, this is really pretty. Like, I really like it. Okay, now you can continue the scene on that inner back one there, but I don't think I would. I think I would. I really like this. Do we have to stick a ton more on? Can I stop? Do you ever have those moments of, am I done? I feel like it's done. I don't want to go putting a giant crab on this one. I love the crab. I really love the crab. I could look for some of my shimmery white cardstock. We could add, not shimmery, what was it, the pearlescent one? You love it? Thank you, Peggy. You're sweet. I was just having that moment of, I don't know if I'm done. Put the card down and step away. The card is done. Love you guys. Quit. It is pretty gorgeous though, isn't it? So there we go. We've got this beautiful card. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp a crab on the inside. That will make me happy and it will make me feel like I have done what I am supposed to do. So I'm going to do Knight of Navy crab. Yes, I know a sentiment. Okay, well, I'm going to start with my crab. He's going to come down here. And anyone who knows me is giggling away right now because you know exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take up space in the card so that I don't have to do. Ooh, add a wink to the water. Love it. We'll do that. Okay. So put a little crab down here. Perfect. Okay. Now, sentiment, I can do heartfelt sympathy. I feel like it is quite a beautiful sympathy card, but I stuck a crab in it. It's pinching you, so maybe not. What was the other thing? Oh, we were going to add some like, I'll go to the wink and then I'll stop. Okay, so just going to take this. Gonna add. Now I'm not doing it in like perfect lines. I'm just kind of um like swooshing. Who said this? Add some wing. Kathleen for the win. It's actually Kathleen in person. It just gives the water a little bit of a shimmer. Oh, that is quite stunning. I love it, you guys. Look at that. I'm totally happy with it. Okay, so there is a really beautiful card right there. Okay, so you don't want to miss out. Number one, even if you already have the bundle, register for the class because you're going to get a half pack of the DSP. You're going to get a half roll of the coordinating ribbon from the suite. That's the balmy blue and white one. And you're going to get a pack of the flat back adhesive pearls. Can I stick? Do we put pearls? No, do I just stop? And you're going to tell me. And then we've got Allison and I have got 4 gorgeous designs that you'll do in the class. But I'm just going to show you some of the other incredible ones we have done with this. Oh, I can't show you that card. That's not for this. That's for another thing I have coming up. I love it when I have classes coming up. I get excited about the cards on my counters. Okay, make the mess. Okay, so here's some other fabulous ones I've already done with this week, and you could just case these all. You do the class. So we've got that one that we did, which I loved. Oh, can't really see it. Oh, it was the foil kind of blinds you live, but it is really pretty in person. Does it stand? The card we just made, sweetie? Yes, it absolutely stands there. I wish you could see it. Like it stands perfectly. So it's kind of, that's what it looks like when it's standing. Okay. So from the front, I wonder how I can do this. Just a second. Hang on. From the front, that's what it looks like. Sorry, now you're seeing my mess, but so you can see how that one kind of works there. Okay. I'm going to come back up and carefully put this back in without trying to give everyone motion sickness. How's that? Not too bad. Okay. So there's that one there. Okay. So this was another one we had done. And then I've done this one way back when we first got the suite, or when I first got it. Oh, who's mad? Sharon Gibb, you're angry, it says. There's that one. And then I've got this one that we did this. This was after I'd done the bee one that night. And so we'd had this one that was also so fun. And I loved how it turned out. It was the one that I thought I was going to go do more on. And then I actually stopped. So some incredible cards that you could do with this suite. Don't miss it. I mean, you're not. I know. I think that the love button and the I'm angry button are right beside each other. And I always giggle when someone hits it. I'm like, what do I do? Make you mad. But this one, yeah, that's a winner. And especially mixing those 2 DSPs, the sky with that one. But you could also even add more elements to this here. So you've got more land down here. You could have the seashells kind of along here, like the little half ones. You could have the crab in this background here. Like you can add multiple dimensions to a card like this. Okay. Hi, Denise. What are the measurements? Okay, good. Get your pen. I'm going to give them to you one more time. Okay. So the measurements, if you were going to make a card like this, the back part is just a normal 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of cardstock, scored at 5.5. Nothing new there. Then you literally create one smaller card that goes on the front, but it goes on upside down. You'll notice, like, think if I folded it like that, it's just the same thing. And it is 3 3/4 by 10. So it's 10 long, 3 3/4 wide. And then I scored it at 5 and I scored it at 2.5. Okay, there you go. So 2.5 and 5. My DSP that I did in here is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then my DSP that I stuck on the front is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, that gives you your little measurements that we were doing there. Anyway, I hope that you guys all have an absolutely fabulous evening. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I will see you at 5 o'clock, 3 days in a row. Woo-hoo. Have an awesome evening, guys. Don't forget to go get registered. The link to register is just in the description. Even if you live outside of Canada, you can actually do a PDF and Facebook group option only. So join us. Bye.